Welcome back, everyone, and I am supercharged to give you more. I am supercharged to give my 100% to you. But I have a question. Are you ready to take it? And if you are ready to take it, take out your notepad, take out your pen, pencil, whatever it is, make notes. And whatever task I'm going to give today, do it. My dear friends, you have two options. One, keep thinking whether to take action or not. Second, take action. If you take action, things will change. You cannot sit at home and think that your environment will change without you taking action. So, my dear friend, it is you who have to take the action. And by the way, if you take the action, you are the one who will be most benefited. And as I've rightly shared in my last video, that in this video I am going to talk on a very important aspect that is called as language. Till now we have been talking about communication, how I can communicate that my feelings with my spouse. But say for an example, I am sharing my feelings with my spouse, but the language in which I am sharing cannot be understood by my spouse. Then what will happen? All your efforts will go waste, and you will become frustrated that I am doing what not. I don't know why she is not able to understand, why he is not able to understand my feelings. My dear friend, it is like you are communicating in Hindi to a guy who only knows, or girl who only knows Japanese. Do you feel that person will understand? No. Where is the problem? Neither it is your problem, neither it is the problem of the other person. It is the problem of the language in which you are speaking. Once you understand the correct language, so there are two things. One, you have to understand that what is the language you are speaking. By the way, it is not Hindi, English, Telugu, Tamil. These languages are something called as love languages. If you want to go in deep and try to understand about this, go and read this 5 love languages, a book by Gary Chapman. If you have not read, please, I would suggest go and read. You will be able to explore so many things, and it is going to be a self-help book for you. It is going to help you a lot. So the problem is that first I will try to understand that what is my language, and then I will understand that what is the language of my spouse, and then I will learn that language. Once I learn, then what will happen? Magic will happen. So let's dive in and try to understand that what is there in store for all of you. So love languages, the first point which I want to share is uh, our intention for this video should be that I have to understand that what is my love language and what is the love language of my spouse. Because of this, I really suffered a lot. I learned hard way, and then I read all those books and then got myself certified. But you are actually lucky that you are able to understand this well in advance, in a earlier phase of your life. So let's try to understand. The first love language is words of affirmation. Now, what is these words of affirmation? Words of affirmation is nothing but the verbal communication which you are doing. So, can you give me a few examples of words of affirmation? Yes, you're right. I love you. I miss you. I care for you. Sweetheart, darling, honey. All those things, when you say, these are all words of affirmation, which is verbal in nature. This is the first love language. The second love language is quality time. It means giving a time which is not in front of the screen, but it is between you both. Yes, in case you both are watching a movie and you both wants to watch that movie and enjoy that movie, then it is a quality time. But in case you are sitting along with the mobile phone in one hand, and then talking to your wife or wife talking to your husband and thinking that it is a quality time, that is not a quality time. The third one is acts of service. What is act of service? Act of service is something wherein, I am doing something without expecting anything. I made a tea in the early morning because every time my wife makes, so today I decided that let me make tea for her. But not expecting that in the evening she will make tea and give it to me. If that is happening, then that is not called as act of service. Say if she is cooking, on daily basis, one day you decided that you will cook. That is called as act of service. Now, the fourth love language is gifts. You're giving something. Now, say suppose you have gone along with your wife and said that, whatever you want, you buy. That is not called as gift. You got something from outside and given without wrapping it, then that is also not called as gift. You know what is called as gift? Gift should have a surprise element into it. So when you wrap it, I'm sure that when we were not married, and before that, in Valentine's Day we used to get some gift. Nowadays, now also after marriage also we are giving. Say suppose you give a gift with a nicely wrapped gift paper. There are many times when we used to keep those wrappers in a safe place, isn't it? That is what I am trying to say. So when you wrap it and give, it is having a element of surprise. What is there? Doesn't matter whether it is costly or whatever the cost may be. Important is intent. And the fifth one is physical touch. Physical touch means hugging, holding hand, kissing, all those things. Now, why I'm sharing all those things with you? Say, for an example, what disasters can happen if you don't understand the love language of your spouse. That is what I'm going to share with all of you now. So, what happened when I got married, that point of time, what I used to do? I used to come from office, and, I used to say good words to my wife. Huh? I used to, say I love you, I care for you, I miss you, all those things I used to say. But I realized that, she is getting irritated. Then I was thinking that what's wrong in this? Like, I am doing what not, but she's not happy at all. And then what happened? I realized, see, her language of love was that act of service and the quality time. It means that I don't want you to tell me all those things. I want you to support me what I am doing. I want you to spend good time with me. Now tell me, if this is a scenario, how the frustration will increase. So when you are going out and walking in a park, your wife wants to hold your hands, but you don't want to hold. Why? Because that is not your love language. She wants to hold, you are telling I love you. Now what is happening? Your love language is verbal, her love language is physical touch. You are actually communicating Japanese to a girl who knows only Hindi. Now the task which we all have to do, hope you have understood what I have tried to share. Observe your wife and try to do all those things one by one. One day you use verbal, second day you use quality time. Quality time means without any distractions. Third day you can use act of service, fourth day you can get some gift, and fifth day you can have some physical touch. Now in this you will find that in any one, she will respond to you very strongly. Then what do you have to do? If she is responding to you in something very strongly, then what will happen? The magic will happen. You will understand that yes, this is the language, and now I have to adjust myself because I have to communicate my feelings to her, and I cannot communicate by doing something else. So, there was one guy, he was literally frustrated. Why? Because whenever he used to come, he used to get so much gifts for her wife. He always to come and, convey that love to her. All those things he used to do. But she was always, frowning and angry. So sometimes after some time, they have decided to go for a counseling, and once they went to counseling, the counselor asked, and he understood their love language. And what she said? She said that, I always keep that dustbin in the night outside. He says so many things to me. Can't he see that, this dustbin has to be kept outside? Can't he take that one day without me telling and keep it outside? Do I have to tell? Now, what is happening? She expect act of service. That's her language. His act of language is the love language is words of affirmation. That is where the problem is coming. Now, what you are supposed to do, guys? This is not Netflix. So come back and take action. So first of all, do love language test. So how you will do the love language test? Go into that URL 5lovelanguages.com and do your analysis. Second, I have already shared, observe what your partner complains more about. You see in 1 week that what she is complaining more. Is it complaining that you don't spend time with me? Is she saying that you never think to help me in anything? Is she saying that I have never heard any good words from your mouth? So anything which you observe, that will be the love language of her. And you have to understand that what you complain most about, that is your love language. So I always say that she never gives quality time to me. She always fiddles in phone. Then what is the love language I am having? I am having quality time. And then I need to help her understand that this is what I want. And once you do that, my dear friends, no one can stop you have a strong relationship. Hope you have liked, but again, this likings is of no use until unless you are taking action, my dear friends. So please take action and you will see miracles. I have been telling you now in every video. Now, next video, the fourth video, we will try to understand in communications that how we receive and interpret the information. So we have understood language, we understood in a nutshell what is communication, but when you are communicating, how it is being interpreted, that is what we are going to learn in the next video. So hang on tight, and once again the reach and make notes, implement that. Bye bye. Thank you.